It's a really great honor to get associated with Sypa International. And today's topic is nothing but establishing a company in GCC, that's anywhere in GCC, from India, as well as establishing a global brand is of paramount importance nowadays. First of all, let's say due to very short time limitation, we will speak about establishing a company in Saudi Arabia. Any company which has to be, let's say, established in Saudi Arabia, it must acquire CR, VAT certificate, and it has to get registered with Zakat and Mukim, Gosi, all those stuff, Chamber of Commerce, and altogether it's a cost. So for those people who are unaware of these things, it costs around anywhere from 100,000 Saudi riyals per year. We may say that okay, the first year the 12,000 riyal has been waived off, but in reality, from second year onwards, we have to, let's say, invest around 100,000 Saudi riyals. And apart from that, anyhow, we'll be having some other, let's say, documentation as well. Let's say if we need to establish a company in Saudi Arabia, then obviously we need to get the certificates attested from UAE or any of your parent company in any country. Let's say be it from India, be it from UAE, be it from Bahrain, anyway, any part of the world, we have to get the documents attested, and that itself is cost. So altogether, we have to think about the cost perspective before jumping into the technology and the knowledge, talent, whatever you possess. Let's say almost you'll be spending around in maybe 20,000, 30,000 riyals for attestation, all those stuff. And ultimately, when it comes to, let's say, the taking in office, that really matters a lot, because when you don't have an office, when you say that and you are providing XYZ service, or if you are having a product, when you don't have an office, if you have just if you have just an office, virtual office, we can to be very precise, when you have just a virtual office, then what happens is people lose trust and we lose the credibility. So obviously, when you need to have an office, it's a cost, almost, let's say anywhere from 20, 30,000 Saudi riyals until 1 million Saudi riyal, 2 million Saudi riyals. We need to invest a lot when it comes to an office. Even if you're the owner of this company, the sad reality is we must have, let's say, we cannot visa for us unless or until we employ a Saudi employee, Saudi national. So to do all the Saudi paperworks, we need to have a knowledgeable Saudi. Very respected people are here. The Saudis are extremely friendly, extremely, let's say, cordial. They are very nice, based on the region where we pick from. So, if we have, let's say, altogether, by this time we would have spent around 130, 50, 130, 150,000 real. And then when you need to have an office, obviously it's a cost. And all the operational expenses of the office, setting up an office, all those stuff will be around, let's say, another maybe 60, 70,000 real. And then, by this time you would have crossed 200,000 real. And then if you're an employee, a Saudi employee, you need to pay him at least 8,000 Saudi riyal for a GRO, government relationship officer. So that what happens is you'll be spending around, let's say, 300,000 Saudi riyal altogether as of now. As of now, you have not started your business. This is right day one of your business. Yes, we can say that the first year doesn't have any 12,000, 60,000, 62,000 Saudi riyal. That's a separate topic in its own. But when it comes to the overall in its entirety, we must admit the fact that we must spend at least 300,000 real. And after that, what happens? We need to have, let's say, issue visa for us, our dependent fee, let's say, our ikama cost, all the stuff. Per person, we must invest around 10 to 11,000 Saudi riyals for ikama, and the medical insurance and the dependent fee. If you have wife plus two children, you may need to have invest 15,000 Saudi riyal and all the stuff. So close together, when you employ yourself, even if you are the owner of this company, when you employ yourself, by the time you'll be spending, let's say, 330,000 something, like so, is somewhere around that. And after that, As a matter of fact, we need to pay salaries for ourselves. Even the CEO gets paid. And then let's say even if even if you pay 10,000 Saudi riyals for you, because the salary must go through Mudad system. Because all those people who are from Saudi Arabia, these information will be very common to them. But this forum is to address the common public who are unaware about all these costs. Speaking about the business opportunities, the endless opportunities over here due to the unprecedented in access to the information, the local talent, and then the opportunities over here, the investments from so many international companies is obviously, it drives this Saudi Arabian country towards the Vision 2030. Vision 2030 is nothing but, you have been listening about Vision 2030, Vision 2030, but it's nothing but, in a nutshell, driving the Saudi Arabian country's economy away from oil and focusing on infrastructure, focusing on anything related non-oil revenue is nothing but, Vision 2030. Now, the compliances, rules and regulations are really very simple over here. At the same time, they are very strict when it comes to legal compliances. Any single mistake or any single forgery done by any people or any person over here, yes, they'll be subject to legal affairs. But coming back to the topic, let's say when you want to set up a company in Saudi Arabia for a new product, a new entrant in the market, it's always better to go with someone over here, be it a Saudi, be it a non-Saudi. Please pick up is a proper Saudi national or proper non-Saudi national who can be your partner over here. So coming all the way from India is establishing brand over here, over there in India. And when they come to Saudi Arabia, the rules and regulations, especially in Saudi Arabia, is unimaginable. So incredible, let's say, sometimes the loss it forces us to to compromise on our profits, compromise on the company ethics. But in reality, we must always stand high when it comes to the ethics, values of our company. So what we have to do is, in order to have a decent entry into the Saudi Arabian market, when we get collaborated with people of let's say Indian nationals or anyone else whom you know personally, they provide a platform to you to access the existing markets, access the existing customers. So if you have a product or a valuable service, and from day one, getting all the statutory approvals, getting all the let's say complying to the rules and regulations in Saudi Arabia, it's very difficult right from day one. Because obviously you need to have invest at least 5 to 10 years time to get connections, to get to know about people, and then over a phone call you get POs. That happens only let's say after you spend a decade in Saudi Arabia. It's not easy. Just like that, a company comes with all the technical skill set and they take the market share right from day one. It doesn't happen that way. We have to understand the ground reality as well. So what as a community, what we have to do is we have to partner with some good people. They will be providing a proper platform so that you don't have to invest all those almost 500,000 Saudi riyal, whether you do business, whether or not, in the sense whether you get the projects or not, whether you have the company turnover or not. It doesn't matter to the government. What all matters is you have to pay all the government fees on time. A single payment, okay, VAT payment, you have to submit it, file it once in 3 months. Okay, let's say you have a VAT payment of 100,000 reals. You default to pay. Then what happens? You are subject to 5% penalty in the first month. Second month, again 5% penalty. Your Kiva, your Gosi, everything gets blocked. So if you don't pay the third time, then getting it released, even if you pay on after 2 months, getting it released, it's a big headache over here. So, complying to the statutory rules and regulations is of paramount importance here in Saudi Arabia. Okay, establishing a global brand. People do think that, okay, when we stick those fancy logos everywhere in each and every part of the world, in each and every document which we have, that is more than enough. No, branding is something different. The very first thing what we have to do is, when we are doing business for a quite long time, we have to, apply for the trademark. We have to get it registered from India. We have to open up companies in UK. It's very, very easy to open a company in UK. We have to open a company in UAE. So that way you create a multinational, environment. Even if you firmly believe on yourself, if you have a strong product, if you have a strong service, then go ahead. So otherwise, the best place to come to invest, to explore the market, and get paid tremendously. We have been here for more than a decade. It's good people, like so many people are here in this forum. Yesterday we had very distinguished guest speaking a lot about the Saudi Arabian opportunities. Yes, obviously we live in a time where the opportunities are endless, but at the same time we have to remember that nothing comes for free. Everything has a cost. So remembering the fact that we have cost and your service go hand in hand. You cannot provide a service relentlessly, and then at the end of the day you get crippled in cash flow. Many companies which enter into Saudi Arabian market, or seeing the uh, seeing the what do you call seeing the unlimited opportunities, they come, they get stuck. But this is the point. What I am trying to emphasize is, please do come to Saudi Arabia. It's a golden place to invest. But the thing is, select people with whom you can work with. Starting, we have to focus on having a trademark or in your respective country, and then come to Saudi Arabia. Here also, the moment you approach Miza, what will happen is, they give the investment certificate for those people who just want to know how certificate. 1 minute, please. How to share this? I can show you some certificate which we received recently. Uh, can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yeah, we can see the
Can
screen.
anyone
Yes.
check? Yes.
Yeah, we can see the screen.
See, basically, when you apply for any certificate, you get investment registration certificate like this. This is the first step, and then the lawyer, the appointed lawyer. Yes, obviously, we can also do. But when we appoint a lawyer, things get very, very smooth over here. They know each and every single thing. All the documents must be in Arabic. So that way, they take care of each and everything. It's just a plug and play. Coming to Saudi Arabia, investing, let's say, opening a company is dead easy over here. It's just a matter of 4 to 5 days. When you have all the documentation ready, then then opening a company is very, very easy. In a matter of 1 week, you will have all the documents ready. CR, VAT, Zakat, GOSI, each and every single thing ready. Provided you must have the proper funds available during the investment phase. And after that, when you get collaborated with people over here, and when you have all the ISO certificates, let's say after a few months of time, you have to go for ISO certificates. When you have all the certificates in place, and when you have all the documents in place, the Saudi Arabian country itself provides multiple opportunities. There are so many opportunities when it comes to oil and gas, chemical, petrochemical, water, power sector. So and especially solar. We have been, listening about the Saudi Arabia is investing a lot, but conceptually saying, we have to think about two things. The buildings are, there are so many buildings being constructed. So it needs electricity. So anyone who is from solar electrical background, they make a good amount of money over here. Within a matter of 6 months, believe me, within a matter of 6 months, you can become a multimillionaire if you have the right product, if you have the right service. And when it comes to services, if anyone wants to provide consultancy related business, you must have a professional investment license. The one which you are seeing the screen is nothing but a manufacturing license. This is a license for manufacturing, but you need to get a services license separately, consulting license separately. But it's just a matter of 1 week. That's it. You're ready to go. You're ready to provide all your consulting services, and thereby, right from day one, is obviously when you do proper market study, You can easily approach the customers, before the inception of this company, and after that, people, let's say, start believing you, giving you, they start giving you the POs. We have the payment cycle, let's say, based on a milestones, and you're ready to go. So again, coming back to the topic, you must focus on, let's say, branding. Is a paramount importance. The company's name must be one single word. Okay, in our case, it's NRFAC. That's it. So the anything related to solutions, technology, industries, all those stuff is just a mandatory word just to satisfy the licensing requirements. But please make sure that when you come to Saudi Arabia, have one single word, and that should resonate your frequency, and that will take you to the next level. From Saudi Arabia, it's just a matter of 2 hours to reach Qatar. It's just a matter of 3 hours to reach Kuwait. It's just a matter of few more hours to reach Oman. It takes only 3 hours to reach UAE. I'm speaking about the borders. It takes only 30 minutes from Al Khobar to reach Bahrain. So Saudi Arabia, and especially Al Khobar, Dammam, these eastern province is hub to reach all these countries. When you provide services, just or a product, within a matter of 3 4 hours, you can bring your service or a product to the next country. Sitting in Saudi Arabia, it's very very easy to access all the other markets, and you can become a global hub just by investing few thousand riyals in Saudi Arabia. So it's a highly promising environment, highly promising people over here. Yeah, but all what it needs is you need to have the right resource, right partner, and right time. Timing is very very important over here. See, currently we have FIFA going on. When you enter into this market after, let's say, 5 years, then everything is gone. So please do focus on electrical related stuff. If you're a cyber security, AI related company, please focus on that. See, when you bring technology over here, is obviously you will be appreciated a lot. When you bring a unique product, is obviously you'll be appreciated a lot. People and the government, they directly get involved, they invest in your company. Many investors are here, they are ready to invest, but only after seeing the huge potential. When you show promising figures to investors, people do accept, and they come, and they invest a lot. Even the government, when you approach the MISA, Ministry of Investment Saudi Arabia, previously it was Sagia, MISA, directly they invest when you have, and they also provide a land for, let's say, subsidized rate for the first 5 years. And yes, obviously the rules are dynamic. It keeps on changing just to suit the global market. If whatever we say over here right now, it may change maybe tomorrow. So the rules may get changed, but the base remains the same. So you could come to Saudi Arabia, meet people, let's say, do your market analysis, and then go back to your home country. Then again, come up with a proper plan with proper, let's say, roadmap to be a successful company in Saudi Arabia. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity.